dark wood lived a pretty child who was kind and considerate, and everybody loved her.
When she was born, her mother, the queen, wished to have a christening party, but the king put his foot down and said he would not have it. I've seen too much trouble come of christening parties, said he. However, carefully keep your visiting book, because some fairy or other is sure to feel left out. And you know what that leads to.
Yeah, well, you all know that one about the spindle and the 100 years sleep.
One morning, her mother said, "Sweetheart, I packed you a basket with some books and magazines. Take them to your grandma on the other side of the forest. She's feeling rather ill and needs something to take her mind off all of her troubles."
"We'll have no nonsense about it," said the king. "I'll be her godfather, and you will be her godfather, and we won't ask a single fairy to the party, and then none of them can be offended."
Unless they all are.
So Little Red Riding Hood grabbed her basket full of books and started down the path through the forest.
When the king and the queen and the baby arrived home from the christening party, the great throne room was crammed with fairies of all ages and of all degrees of beauty and ugliness. There were good fairies and bad fairies, flower fairies and moon fairies, fairies like spiders, and fairies like butterflies.
Fairies that stood too close to the ballet bar, fairies that stood too far away, and fairies that conducted themselves properly and stood just right at the ballet bar. Finally, fairies!
And they all cried with one voice, "Why were we invited to the party?"
Now do not tarry, and do not stray from the path, and whatever you do,
do not make excuses. You know very well what happens when a fairy is not invited to a party.
Well, you know the one I told you about with the spindle and such. She is the oldest and most wicked of the fairies, and the most unpopular. She has been left out of more parties than all the fairies put together. She was very offended and demanded